Birth, Janma. Initially, the creature is free from the game of karma, but at birth, it becomes a participant in the game, obeying the law of karma. The absolute has become a lot to play. Entering the Leela game, the player repeats the original creation. He must follow the rules and barriers of karma. Each birth is a new game, the purpose of which is cosmic consciousness. Birth opens the doors of the game, and the player begins his eternal journey to completion. The unit is the unity responsible for manifestation. It symbolizes the sun, independence, the search for new things, and originality. Maya, the illusion, is the veiling power of the supreme consciousness that creates the illusion of multiplicity. It manifests as the sense of me and mine, leading to ignorance and separation. Through yoga and realization of truth, one can transcend this illusion and see the world as divine play. Maya is the interplay of the three gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas, and it brings forth the evolution of the phenomenal world. The player's task is to realize their true nature and the illusory nature of the phenomenal world. Unity is the goal, and duality is the illusion to be overcome. Delusion, moha, is the attachment and identification with the phenomenal world as the only reality. It clouds the mind and prevents the perception of truth. Delusion arises from irreligiosity and a lack of understanding of one's true nature. It is one of the 4 obsessions that hinder spiritual growth. To overcome delusion, one must realize that existence is a game and that change is inevitable. By recognizing one's dharma and embracing the laws of the universe, delusion can be transcended. The number 6, associated with balance and creativity, represents the need to move beyond delusion and fulfill one's true potential. Anger, krodha, arises from the identification of the ego with a rejected aspect of oneself. It is a manifestation of weakness and insecurity. Anger obstructs spiritual growth and brings one down to the lower chakras. However, when anger is impersonal and directed against evil, it can purify and bring about positive change. Nonviolent expression of anger, rooted in love and truth, can lead to moral strength and spiritual growth. Anger is the other side of love and can be transformed into zeal. The number 3 represents creativity, expression, and stability, and signifies the fire element, which manifests as anger. Jupiter, associated with number 3, symbolizes boldness, courage, power, knowledge, and spirituality. Greed, lobha, arises from a sense of separateness and a craving for fulfillment. It stems from the misidentification of the self and the belief that material possessions can bring lasting satisfaction. However, the more one acquires, the deeper the sense of emptiness becomes. Greed is ultimately pointless, as all material possessions are left behind. However, if one becomes greedy for spiritual experiences, knowledge, and love, it can aid in spiritual growth. Greed opens the gates to other first chakra problems, such as anger and maya. The number 4 symbolizes completion and the earth element, but when taken to extremes, it manifests as greed. The physical plane, known as Bhuloka in Sanskrit, is the realm of material existence. It is the lowest level of manifestation, where the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, dominate. On this plane, individuals are primarily focused on material achievements, such as wealth, possessions, and physical power. The physical plane is the storehouse of energy, including the dormant Kundalini energy. Realization of this plane is essential for spiritual growth as it serves as the foundation for understanding higher dimensions. It is represented by the base of the spine and is associated with the element of earth. The number 5 symbolizes balance and is ruled by Mercury, representing intellect and physical comforts. Conceit, mata, is the intoxication of false pride and self-deception. It arises when the player becomes deluded by vanity, power, possessions, or accomplishments. Bad company and desires lead to this state of self-obsession. The player becomes trapped in their own game, altering their behavior and generating negative karma. Seeking good company and recognizing the impermanence of desires can help overcome conceit. The number 7, associated with conceit, represents the challenges of adjustment and completion. It is linked to Saturn and the principle of darkness, reminding us to avoid building castles in the air and to live in humility. Avarice, Matsarya, is the result of conceit and envy. The player becomes obsessed with the delusion of being superior to others, feeling entitled to what they possess. This leads to spitefulness and a lust for material belongings. Avarice is a combination of greed and envy, causing the player to be plagued by various problems. The number 8 represents the cyclical nature of reality and human existence. It is associated with Saturn and symbolizes introspection and materialistic tendencies. Those influenced by the number 8 may collect wealth as a hobby and have the ability to judge people. The sensual plane, known as Kamaloka, is the realm of desires and ambitions. It is the first stage of evolution and represents the force and energy of creation. It is linked to ignorance and the lack of knowledge. The number 9 symbolizes completion, perfection, and vitality. It is associated with the 9 gates of the body, the breath, the nerves, and the planets in the solar system. Understanding the nature of desires and transcending them is essential for progressing to higher levels of consciousness. Purification, or Shuddhi, is the process of elevating one's vibrational level and transcending lower chakra problems. It involves altering behavior and habits to maintain purity in the 5 windows of consciousness. Closing the eyes and directing attention to the third eye purifies the eyes. Eliminating sweet and salty tastes from the diet purifies the tongue. Retaining breath purifies the sense of smell. Sleep, speech, and food, fasting purify the body, mind, and thought process. Listening to scriptures, practicing celibacy, and engaging in concentration and meditation also contribute to purification. Through these practices, one can rise to the celestial plane and attain divine realization. In the realm of entertainment, the celestial musicians, known as Gandharvas, bring forth divine melodies and harmonies. They reside on the astral plane and delight in entertaining both God and those who have evolved to this level. Their purpose is to provide joy and amusement, living in harmony with the divine music. However, if they deviate from their true nature, they may be reborn as humans. Entertainment is a state of inward joy and rhythm, found in the second row of the game after purification. It brightens mundane existence and inspires creativity in all forms of art. Life itself is based on the principle of entertainment, as it is through this divine play that the one becomes many. Surrendering to the process of entertainment allows us to dissolve and reunite with the one. Envy is a snake that brings the player down to the first chakra, causing a lack of confidence. The game of life involves playing in all planes, but nobody wants to remain low. Envy arises when energy is down, and the player feels envious of those who remain on higher planes. Nullity is a state of meaninglessness and futility, linked to an unstable negative intellect. It causes inactivity, instability, and restlessness. Depletion of energy in pursuit of sensory objects is the trap of the second chakra. Nullity is not permanent, and the player regains energy to continue playing. Nullity is a state of emptiness and meaninglessness that arises when one lacks awareness of their purpose in life. It is a result of the unstable negative intellect and manifests as feelings of futility and restlessness. This state is linked to the second chakra and is caused by the depletion of vital energy through the pursuit of sensory objects and false identification. It leads to a loss of meaning and a lack of excitement in life. Seeking out bad company and indulging in conceit further trap the individual in this state. However, nullity is not permanent, and with the regeneration of energy, one can regain a sense of purpose and continue their journey in the game of life. The astral plane, Bhuvar Loka, is a realm of dreams and imagination where possibilities abound. It is a plane of creativity and self-expression, but one must be cautious not to become consumed by fantasies that drain vital energy. Material security and success can lead to a surge of self-reliance and the pursuit of pleasure, but one must remember to balance these desires with the higher realms of consciousness. The astral plane is a bridge between the physical and celestial planes, offering glimpses of heaven, but one must not let oneself be carried away by illusions and exhaust one's energy. The plane of fantasy, known as Nagaloka, is a realm submerged underwater. Here, the player's imagination knows no bounds, exploring infinite possibilities and creating works of art and inventions. However, if one becomes too absorbed in the fantastic, they may lose touch with reality and fall into the trap of jealousy. The snake, symbolizing energy and movement, represents the nature of the player in the second chakra. It is important to maintain balance and not get carried away by fantasies. Jealousy arises when one allows their fantasies to consume them, leading to a loss of energy and mental imbalance. It is a form of insanity rooted in suspicion, fear of rivalry, and unfaithfulness. Jealousy stems from an inflated ego and an inability to distinguish between what is possible and what is real. This confusion breeds self-doubt, insecurity, and a projection of hatred onto others. To overcome jealousy, one must reconnect with the first chakra, regain self-confidence, and raise their vibrations. Mercy is a divine attribute that can elevate the player from the second chakra to the absolute plane. It is an expression of compassion and forgiveness, where the ego is set aside and cosmic love is experienced. Mercy arises from the player's ability to imagine and understand the motivations of others, realizing their own role in the cosmic game. By extending compassion and forgiveness, the player transcends self-identification and attains higher levels of consciousness. Mercy is the foundation of righteousness and helps in the refinement of emotions and ethical development. In the plane of joy, the player experiences deep satisfaction and moves away from negative emotions. Anticipating the challenges of karma yoga, they feel a sense of completion and transcendence. Joy pervades their being, free from fear and insecurity. However, the joy is temporary as the forces of karma come into play, leading them to the next level of their spiritual journey. Charity, known as dana, is a virtue that transcends the limitations of the third chakra. It is an act of selfless giving, motivated by the recognition of the divinity within all beings. When one engages in acts of charity, they elevate their consciousness and experience a sense of joy and fulfillment. Charity breaks the bondage of the ego and fosters balance and harmony. It is a fundamental aspect of karma, and its significance is emphasized in various religions. Charity combines compassion with the organizing power of the third chakra, making it a pillar of noble actions. In the plane of atonement, the player recognizes the consequences of their actions and seeks to rectify any harm caused. It is a time of emotional turmoil and a pressing desire to make amends. Atonement helps in the upward flow of energy and puts one in tune with the true nature of everything, known as Dharma. It is a step towards inner peace and the realization of one's higher self. Dharma is the guiding principle of right action, constantly evolving and flowing with the cosmic reality. It is conscious action in alignment with the principles of the universe. 10 signposts of Dharma include firmness, forgiveness, self-command, purity, control of senses, intellect, right knowledge, truth, and absence of anger. Dharma is not just a code of conduct, but the innate nature and purpose of all things. Deviating from Dharma leads to downfall, while following it leads to spiritual growth. Each individual has their own unique Dharma, based on their circumstances and stage of life. The celestial plane, Swarga Loka, is the realm of thoughts and desires. It is a higher plane where beings are self-luminous and experience pleasure, joy, and happiness. It is a manifestation of the desire for ego immortality and a heaven of infinite pleasure. In Hindu tradition, it is the domain of Indra, who has mastered the senses. Heaven is a lure used to guide individuals back to spirituality and is the dwelling place of saints, devotees, and celestial beings. In this plane, there is harmony, purification, mercy, and infinite life to enjoy. Heaven is constructed with the scaffolding of Dharma, the guiding principle of existence. In the search for ego identification, one may seek support from like-minded individuals. However, if the group promotes actions that are not in alignment with Dharma, it becomes bad company. In bad company, one's character flaws are either ignored or encouraged, leading to ego inflation and selfishness. The individual may deceive themselves into thinking their actions are righteous. This deviation from Dharma leads to conceit and a descent into lower chakras. Personal problems are blamed on others, and extreme actions may be justified. This abuse of power draws one further away from Dharma. Only by aligning with Dharma can one escape the trap of bad company. In good company, the player finds support and affirmation in the pursuit of spiritual growth. This fellowship, formed around a wise teacher, helps raise their energies and encourages the emulation of noble qualities. Compassion replaces conceit, and through self-reflection, the player transcends lower tendencies. Good company is essential for personal growth and leads to the realization of cosmic balance. Sorrow is a state of contraction and depressed vibrations caused by loss. It blinds one's vision and creates confusion. To overcome sorrow, one must throw off the blanket of suppression and confront the aspects of oneself that are being avoided. Sorrow can be temporary or a permanent imbalance. In sadhana, sorrow can arise from the awareness of separation from the divine. Selfless service offers hope as a way to transcend sorrow and realize the divinity within oneself. Selfless service, or paramartha, is an attitude of living without the self while harmoniously engaging with the world. It goes beyond mere acts of charity and becomes a mode of being. When one understands their role in the grand drama of life and dedicates their actions to a higher cause, they become selfless. In this state, they perform their duty without attachment to outcomes or rewards. Selfless service is a path to realizing the supreme and transcending the limitations of the individual self. It is through selfless service that one can attain balance, faith, and devotion in their spiritual journey. Sadharma, one's own dharma, is living in harmony with the laws of the game. It is the course of action that allows the player to throw their die without attachment to the outcome. Each individual has unique qualifications and disqualifications and must understand their role in the game. Sudharma is to believe in liberation and non-attachment to the rise and fall of Maya. It is finding one's path to evolution and merging with cosmic consciousness. All religious codes are external aids, but once one understands their Sudharma, religion becomes internal, a way of life. Sudharma leads to the plane of austerity and self-work, ultimately guiding one to the sixth chakra. Adharma is the state of acting contrary to one's true nature and the laws of existence. It is a negation of dharma and leads to imbalance and energy loss. Blind faith without understanding the cosmic principles is adharma. Adharma can manifest in actions that harm oneself, others, or the planet. It is important to have faith in accordance with the laws of existence, sadharma, and not blindly follow beliefs that go against our inner nature. Faith alone, without grounding in cosmic principles, can lead to irreligiosity. Understanding one's role in the game and acting in harmony with one's true nature is sadharma. Uttama gati, or good tendencies, arise when the player aligns with the laws of the cosmos. They manifest in the heart chakra, bringing balance and harmony. Good tendencies are reflected in breath patterns and can be observed by the player. They help stabilize the development of the fourth chakra and are linked to the rhythm cycles of the planet and cosmos. Practicing good tendencies, such as sunrise meditation, clean living, yoga, regulated breathing, fasting, and spiritual study, helps the player flow positively and avoid distractions of lower chakras. The plane of sanctity, known as Yakshaloka, is a realm where the player experiences divine grace and understanding of cosmic principles. It is the fourth chakra, representing oneness with the divine and perceiving its presence in all aspects of life. Yakshas, celestial beings, embody this consciousness grounded in knowledge and direct experience of divine grace. By landing in Yakshaloka, the player's curiosity about the nature of divinity deepens, seeking to connect it with their daily life. Only at the fourth chakra does the player truly experience the divine, moving beyond abstract concepts to a tangible reality. The plane of balance, Maharloka, is the fourth level of existence. Here, the player transcends desires and thoughts, reaching a state of balance and harmony. The heart chakra is the center of this plane, where the player experiences unity with the divine. The heart is the seat of emotions and the source of transpersonal psychic phenomena. Through love and devotion, the player attracts others and manifests tender feelings and aesthetics. The symbol of this plane is a six-pointed star, representing the balance of male and female energies. Hindu cosmology includes 7 planes above the earth and 7 below, each associated with a chakra. In the plane of fragrance, the player experiences the transmutation of the sense of smell into a symbol of the divine. By offering scents to the deity and eliminating artificial odors, the player attains a state of divine fragrance in meditation. This signifies the evolution of energy and the cessation of bad odors, replaced by the fragrance of lotus flowers or sandalwood. This transformation indicates the player's transcendence of the lower chakras and entry into the realm of divine aromas. In the plane of action, the player explores the 3rd chakra and the pursuit of fulfillment. Desires manifest as the pursuit of money, sex, and power. The player becomes self-conscious and aware of social and political influences. Egotism drives their actions as they seek to extend their influence. This plane brings a sobering moment of facing reality and understanding the law of karma. Every action has consequences and creates a cycle of birth and rebirth. The player has karmic responsibility towards their body and consciousness, which extends to the entire world. Karma is both the cause of bondage and the path to liberation. In plane Rasa Loka, taste evolves from sensory to aesthetic, reflecting emotional and spiritual refinement. As one ascends from basic survival to higher consciousness, taste aligns with beauty, love, and spirit, attracting like-minded souls. In plane purgatory, Naraka Loka represents the realm of karmic retribution, where one faces the consequences of their actions. It's a purgatorial space with 7 layers, overseen by Yama, the Lord of Death. Actions rooted in violence lead here, not as punishment, but for cleansing and correction, paving the way for spiritual growth. It's linked to the heart chakra, where attachment and negative vibrations can create a personal naraka. Awareness without judgment is key to transcending this plane. Clarity of consciousness. Svacha, the mind becomes pure and clear as one ascends from the 4th to the 5th level, signifying a transition from human to human. This purity is a result of overcoming doubts and negative karma, leading to a transparent consciousness free from the constraints of intellect and ready for the upward journey to higher awareness. Jnana, the player, gains knowledge of truth and its application in life, essential for reaching bliss beyond chakras. Mental clarity from the 4th chakra aids in transcending judgments, elevating the player to the 5th chakra. Jnana is insightful awareness, not final liberation, guiding one towards harmony with cosmic laws and eventual freedom from illusion and individual karma. Pranaloka is the realm of life force, essential for all bodily functions and consciousness. Prana sustains us from birth to death, and its balance is crucial for health. Pranayama, a yogic discipline, harnesses prana, leading to spiritual elevation and samadhi. Prana is distinct from oxygen, being the very essence of life. Apana Loka is the realm of the vital energy responsible for elimination and downward movement in the body. Apana governs excretion, childbirth, and detoxification. It's crucial for maintaining bodily balance and health. In yogic practices, Apana is harmonized with prana, the life force, through techniques like bandhas, aiding in the awakening of Kundalini energy for spiritual elevation. Vyanaloka represents the subtle energy that circulates prana throughout the body. ensuring the proper functioning of various systems. It governs blood flow, glandular secretions, and movements, distributing life force from the lungs to every part. Vyana maintains balance by aiding in the removal of waste via blood and sweat, essential for overall health and vitality. Human plane, or Jana Loka, is the realm of siddhas and saints, embodying divine wisdom and free from desires. Here, beings survive cosmic destruction, existing in harmony with divine laws. The fifth chakra represents this plane, emphasizing communication and inner sounds, leading to profound spiritual knowledge and the expansion of consciousness. This level fosters great teachings and the evolution of spiritual traditions. Agni Loka is the realm of divine fire, embodying the spirit, soul, and body. Agni, the fire deity, represents three fires: electric, frictional, and divine cosmic fire. This plane symbolizes creation and transformation, where Agni's role as a mediator between humans and the divine is acknowledged. Fire rituals honor Agni's witness to human actions, emphasizing the importance of aligning with cosmic law. Agni's mythological journey illustrates the Earth's fiery origin, highlighting fire's centrality to life and cosmic order. Janma signifies the spiritual birth of a player into true humanity. Having traversed Agni Loka, the player embodies as a human, transcending physical lineage, caste, or creed. He becomes a child of the divine, embodying truth and free from worldly attachments. His existence resonates with those awaiting enlightenment, as he serves truth alone. Avidya, the player, loses sight of Maya's illusory nature, becoming ensnared by transient emotions and senses. This ignorance, a descent to primal instincts, clouds intellect and fosters false identification. True knowledge, vidya, is lost, and the player must navigate back to their inner truth to escape this delusion and ascend once more. Right knowledge, or suvidya, is the profound understanding that merges practice with awareness, elevating one to cosmic consciousness. It encompasses the unity of time and transcends mere information, requiring experiential wisdom. Suvidya nourishes consciousness, guiding one towards evolution and merging subject with object for true realization. Viveka, or conscience, is the discernment between the transient and the eternal. It is the wisdom to see beyond the illusions of the material world, recognizing the impermanence of sensory experiences. This faculty is essential for spiritual growth, guiding one towards the ultimate truth and liberation. It emerges from deep insight and the accumulation of wisdom over lifetimes, transcending the limitations of the individual ego and societal norms. Viveka is the inner compass leading to self-realization and unity with the divine. Plane of neutrality, or Saraswati, symbolizes the balance of solar and lunar energies within, leading to the rise of neutral psychic energy along the spine's central channel. This state of equilibrium allows the player to transcend the electromagnetic influences of existence, observing the game from a place of pure knowledge and beauty, akin to the goddess Saraswati realm. Solar plane, Yamuna, in the sixth chakra, harmonizes male solar and female lunar energies within, creating a balanced observer self. It transcends gender, allowing objective perception akin to a neutral referee in a game. This plane teaches the importance of balancing destructive solar impulses with the nurturing lunar, uniting both energies for a holistic existence. Yamuna symbolizes the solar aspect in humans, associated with the right nostril and active, creative energies, vital for life's dynamism, but challenging for meditative stillness. Lunar plane, Ganga, is the realm of feminine magnetic energy, linked to the left side, Ida Nadi. It fosters nourishment, magnetism, and balance, aiding meditation and appreciation of the arts. Here, the player harmonizes with the moon's influence, transcending its potential destructiveness and embracing its creative aspects. Plane of austerity, or Tapaloka, is a spiritual realm where ascetics and yogis reside, practicing self-denial and meditation. It's the sixth plane of existence, where the element of air allows for deep interpenetration of beings. Here, the self-observer sheds the allure of the sensory world, mastering the elements and the space-time continuum. This plane leads to the realization of one's immortal spirit within the mortal body, understanding the unity with the divine, and resonating with the cosmic sound. Ascetics on this plane influence others, radiating calm and divine presence. Earth, or Sanskrit Prithvi, as the Great Mother, is the stage for the cosmic play of consciousness. It's a living entity, nurturing all life. In the Leela game, Earth represents the sixth chakra, teaching patience and dharma. Players learn to respect Earth's balance, moving through levels of spiritual growth, aiming for cosmic consciousness, guided by their karma. Plane of violence, or Sanskrit, Himsa Loka. In the sixth chakra, players realize unity and may justify violence as non-harmful in the grand scheme. However, karma dictates that violence disrupts others' paths to cosmic consciousness. Such acts, even if deemed spiritual, lead to karmic atonement in the fourth chakra. True harmlessness and spiritual love are essential for progress. Liquid plane, or Jala Loka, water's cool nature soothes the sixth chakra's ascetic heat, fostering spiritual love. Water, essential for life, symbolizes adaptability and formlessness, key traits for players transcending ego and form, enabling true play to commence. Spiritual devotion, or Sanskrit Bhakti Loka, is the realm of divine love, where a devotee's sole focus is on God, transcending all worldly attachments. This pure devotion leads to oneness with the divine, the ultimate union beyond duality, and is the direct path to cosmic consciousness. Ahamkara, the ego, arises when the I becomes separate, leading to selfishness. It's the sense of individual existence, distinct from cosmic unity. If not aligned with cosmic consciousness, it turns into egoism, obstructing spiritual progress and causing one to fall from higher states of realization. Plan of primordial vibrations, or Omkara, players realize Om as the cosmic vibration present in all existence. It's the subtlest energy form, harmonizing with all being. Focusing on Om, one taps into profound knowledge and inner peace, transcending lower chakra illusions, aligning with cosmic resonance. Airplane, Vayu Loka, beyond the physical air, is the essence of air in the spiritual realm. Here, the player, free from gravity, embodies life force and breath, able to be omnipresent and formless, achieving true freedom. Teja Loka, the plane of radiance, is where consciousness, as Tejas, is light-filled. It's beyond the waking world, akin to dream states, but made of light. Here, one's astral body exists, and after transcending air, Vayu Loka, one reaches fire, Teya, essential for creation. High vibrations here ignite a radiant flame, making the player an enlightening sun, forming a solar system. Direct ascent is impossible. gradual progress or devotion is key. Satyaloka is the ultimate realm of truth and cosmic reality, where one nears liberation. It's the highest plane, home to Shabda Brahman, the essence of the sacred Om. Here, players become Satchidananda, embodying being, consciousness, and bliss, and may spread divine grace, though still facing challenges to liberation. Positive intelligence, Subudhi, is the pure intellect attained at Satyaloka, guiding one inward to divine realization. It discerns inner truth, transcending duality, and aligns with Dharma, aiding liberation. Durbudhi, or negative intelligence, arises when a player doubts the divine in all things, leading to a fall from Satyaloka to insignificance. It's a trap that pulls energy to lower vibrations, away from liberation. Acceptance and Dharma are needed to ascend again. Sukha is the joy of aligning with one's true nature, experienced when the player approaches liberation. It's a profound contentment akin to a river merging with the ocean. To attain cosmic consciousness, one must act with discernment and avoid the inertia of tamas, darkness, or in Sanskrit. Tamas represents ignorance and inertia, pulling players from enlightenment back to illusion. It's the darkness of attachment to senses, causing neglect of karma and leading to a fall in the game. Phenomenal plane, or in Sanskrit. Prakriti Loka is the realm of the original divine Prakriti, beyond the 7 lokas and Akasha. It's the source of all creation, where energy and consciousness exist undifferentiated. Here, the player perceives the pure essence of the 3 gunas and 5 elements. Plane of the interior space, or in Sanskrit Aranta Loka, is the realm where individual identity ends and unity with the great consciousness begins. Transcending duality and experiencing the infinite inner space of pure awareness. Ananda Loka is the realm of pure bliss, the essence of consciousness. It's beyond sensory joy, an original experience within all. Evolution reverses from the physical to bliss, revealing Ananda as the core of being, known only through inner experience. Cosmic benefit plan, or in Sanskrit. Rudraloka symbolizes the transformative power of Shiva, where creation, preservation, and destruction converge. It's the penultimate step in uniting individual consciousness with the cosmic consciousness beyond material existence and embodies truth, goodness, and beauty. Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, cosmic consciousness, or in Sanskrit. Vaikuntha Loka symbolizes ultimate cosmic consciousness, where Vishnu dwells. It's the goal in Hinduism, representing liberation, moksha. In the game, players aim for this highest state, transcending desires through paths like Ashtanga Yoga or Bhakti. The karma die guides their journey, reflecting their vibrational level. Reaching Vaikuntha, players face a choice. Continue the cycle, seek eternal truth, or return to guide others. Plan of the Absolute, or in Sanskrit. Brahmaloka, above creation's plains, is where truth-rooted souls reside, free from karmic return. It's the realm of Brahma, the cosmic creator, shaping consciousness into forms. Here, players grasp the game's principles but aren't liberated. They must continue, possibly returning to Earth, now enlightened, to pursue spiritual devotion and ultimate release. Sattvaguna embodies balance, light, and purity, influencing consciousness and creation. It's present in all, but varies in proportion with rajas and tamas. Sattva leads to a meditative state and samadhi, where one transcends the gunas, becoming gunatit. It's active at dawn, fostering clarity and spiritual progress. Rajoguna signifies action and dynamism, driving ambition and desire, leading to suffering if unchecked. It balances sattva and tamas, but can hinder samadhi. Active from sunrise to sunset, it focuses on external activity and internal dialogue. Tamaguna is the energy of inertia in consciousness, dominant from dusk till dawn, fostering sleep and passivity. It obscures truth, making reality seem illusory. When dominant, it pulls beings back to earthly existence, requiring rajas for transformation and sattva for enlightenment.